with Neil Gourley at the UK champs, British champion Neil, but the big thing I suppose is Neil Gourley, Olympian. How will that feel when it's confirmed later in the week?
I mean, it's going to be pretty special. It already kind of is. Yeah, goodness, there's a lot of reasons why, but this year was quite tough. Sorry, this year was quite tough. Everyone has tough moments in their careers, but yeah, this year was especially challenging, and I've kind of documented some of the stuff indoors about, you know, missing what was kind of an opportunity of a lifetime indoors, competing in Glasgow, and there were times where I didn't think this was possible. And 3 years ago, you know, I tore my calf a couple of times in the lead up to the Olympic trials, and that killed that dream as well. So yeah, there's a few reasons why this is really special. Has it sunk in? I don't really know yet, to be honest. I'm just kind of on cloud nine a little bit with the fact that it's happened, and I got to share it with my family, who were all there in the kind of lower moments.
You're wearing that gift McVest, but I mean, I'm thinking you've been in the sport probably almost 2 decades, and I know in the first few years you're not thinking you're going to be an Olympian, but your goals have stepped up, you know, exponentially through your career, haven't they? What you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, they've changed kind of every year almost. If you told me that I was going to get to this point, you know, when I was a youngster, when I was a Gifford North athlete wearing this vest, however many years ago, I wouldn't have believed you. I had dreams and hopes and aspirations, but I was never one of those guys that was at the top of their age groups or whatever. I just kind of refused to take no for an answer, kind of all the way throughout. And yeah, the goals kept changing, and I kept making progress, and I kept having more people believe in me and having the right support and guidance, and I just feel lucky that I've had that, you know, along the way. And there's so many people I want to thank, because yeah, it's been I just feel incredibly lucky to get to this point.
It's hard in the 1500 to have the perfect race. There'll be very few of them probably in your career, but that one today, I'd say it was probably a 9 or a 10 out of 10. It just kind of played out exactly the way you would have hoped it.
Yeah, if you were to describe a race, it would have been that. As far as a perfect race for me to win today, there wasn't really a moment within it where I felt like I couldn't win it. I felt in control. That last 150, I just knew that I was going to cross that line first. I had a big gear left, and I had more left in the tank at the end. I wanted to run another lap. It felt so good. It just felt like the combination of a huge amount of work and and belief in myself when the chips were down.
I think I heard you say the only thing you're fearing was a trip or a fall, because you know it can happen. Had you seen the men's 800 with Josh and Elliot out the corner of your eye or on a screen? I heard
it. I heard the sort of big groan from the crowd, and I heard a lot on that I heard from somebody that somebody had fallen and Josh was caught up in something. I hope he's all right. It looked like he was fine. I just saw him over here in the mix zone, but I was scared of that, to be honest, because that's one thing that can kill the whole, you know, that whole Olympic dream, is if something falls. We've seen it happen in plenty of other races this year, and so I wanted to make sure above all else I was putting myself in smart places, because you do dictate your own luck to some extent in this sport. You've got to put yourself in the right spot to avoid these kind of situations.
You've put yourself in a smart place. You're going to Paris.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Neil.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.